The Sentry Marvel Knight Spider-Man.
You're Peter Parker, Spider-Man. At least that's who you were yesterday. You were just like any other schlub with a broken heart and a dwindling bank account. Your wife was gone. You were looking for work and struggling to make the rent. Up until yesterday, you thought you were nobody. And then, you began to remember. Like everyone else, you began to remember the void, the shadow beast, who devours the hearts of men, the soul destroyer, the end of everything. You began to remember the sick, black, smokestack stench of the creature, the one who now hovers into view a mile out to sea, approaching fast. After all these years, the void has returned, and this time, he's going to annihilate you all, unless the Sentry stops him. Take a long, hard look, Spidey, because this might be the last time you ever get to witness the Sentry's trademarked aura of sheer invincibility. He is humanity's shining guardian in the face of the impossible storm. He's the untouchable hero god, pulsating with calm and courage. Keep your eyes on the prize, Pete, because in a few moments, the only thing you'll have left is the dark side of a trench that the void has happily dug for you and the rest of the world. You're 10 minutes away from oblivion. It's hard to keep your thoughts away from the fear that pervades the air. You're Fear Man, an honest-to-goodness snapshot of the Sentry. No one's ever been able to photo him so close. Jonah's gonna pay me a fortune for this one, man. It amazes you. How could you ever have forgotten the first time you met him? You feel as though you can still smell the air that wafted up from the city that afternoon, drying linen and petrochemicals in equal measure. The rumble of traffic below the heartsick wail of sirens. You soared above the city, exhilarated. This was still early on in your crime-fighting career. After all, remember that weird gargoyle you swung past? You just noticed it when a rush of panic assaulted you as your spider sense kicked into sudden overdrive. What the? ET2, Spider-Man. Then, so, BIT. I should have known you hadn't the courage to face Dr. Octopus alone. Hey, I got news for you, Doc. I am alone. And so you shall go to your grave, insolent brat. What a lovely surprise, Doc. Say you and I are really establishing a repartee here. What say next time we catch a movie? Oh, or something. Your puerile humor means nothing, Spider-Man. Except to betray your fear of me, is that so? Huff, I should finish you now, boy. But I have bigger fish to fry at the moment. Consider this a reprieve, a gift of a few more days. That is all, next time. I shall kill you, but not today. You let him get away. If you gave as much effort to fighting as you did to chattering, it'd be more effective. I just spent the better part of an hour chasing that lunatic down. Hey, he's my villain, man. Do I tell you how to fight yours? There's no territory when it comes to the bad guys, son. We're all trying to do the same job here. Maybe you should think about that. It might do you some good. Anne, how did you get to be so wise, oh Swami of the spandex set? Listen, you're not exactly the most trusted fellow around. If I didn't have to go after Octavius, I'd probably run you in right now. Well, why don't you give it a try? Because you're too much of a pain in the rear end, for one thing. And besides, I think you have potential, Peter. Leaving our web-slinging hero speechless for the first time in his short career. It was pretty funny now that you think about it. Oh, the impetuousness of youth shown its place by the voice of experience. Not that you've changed much since then, but that was the Sentry you lipped off, not that. Since then, to the Golden Guardian himself, and he knew who you were, right from the very first moment you met him. The same guy who once fought Galactus to a standstill, he knew your name. God. When you were just a kid, the Sentry took out the Menace Master just by staring at him. This guy was everything. You used to idolize him. Oh, he is such a hottie. I bet he would be if you got close. I heard he shines like he's golden or some thin, that's why you can't take photos of him. My cousin Rachel saw him once. Yeah, sure, I'll bet he's really some secret cross-dresser or something. Like Parker. H-E-R-E, right, Parker? Get bent. Flash but at the back of your mind. It was beginning to trouble you. How did the Sentry know your name? How long had he been watching you? You couldn't really ask your Aunt Mai about him because she used to adore the guy. He was right up there with Sinatra and JFK as far as she was concerned. A proper gentleman. She'd say not like that awful Spider-Man. You tried to return to the pattern of everyday life, but at the back of your mind, you always knew that he knew your secret identity. For months, you'd flinch every time the doorbell rang in case it was the police. It was a problem you couldn't get. It's out of your mind. until the problem came to you. Hello, Peter. Hey, are you nuts, man? What if someone's saying you come in? They didn't, I tried using glasses for a secret identity once. Prescription lenses, ... I couldn't see a bloody thing, and the fake beard made my face look fat. Yeah, look, not to ruin the moment or anything. Sorry, son, look, if IT makes any difference, my real name is Bob Reynolds. I'm married. I have 2 animals, and I live in Queens. I'm a writer, which makes us even. Now I need your help, okay? I've been following the Void's activities lately, and there's been a recent upsurge in the criminal community here in the city, I believe. He's working with a certain Wilson Fisk, also known as the Kingpin. And you know Kingpin better than most. How'd you find out my name? God, you don't understand, do you? You're the future, son. You're everything. So that's it. You're not going to tell me you're just going to leave me hanging? You're pretty good at it? Very funny, and that's how he was cool, confident. Like some kind of flying superhero rock star. He had an aura about him. It was as if you'd known him forever, but didn't know anything about him at all. You'd crossed paths with the Kingpin before, at least. You were smart enough to be scared of the guy, but Sentry had like ice water in his veins or something. He wasn't worried at all. Either that, or he was about as deranged as you were, and now we are one. Wilson Fisk. What? Who dares intrude? Gah. Hey, Void. Remember me? Spider-Man? See what you can do with Fisk. I'll keep Void busy. Whatever you do, stay away from the tendrils. Sentry. Stay back, insect. This is not your affair. Oh, God. It's Fisk ... He's inside my mind. Hang on, Sentry. I'm CAH. He passes through you even now. The Void, and a million nightmares that seared your soul in the past, present, and future. Your nightmares. Your life in pictures. Beginning to end. The past ... a little abandoned want cry. He doesn't know about the tragedies facing him. You want to reach out and protect him, but you can't, because he's you, a thief firing indiscriminately. Uncle Ben, dying in a pool of blood. Your fault, the goblin. Why is he always there? His malevolent cackling is like a cancer on your soul. Is THAT? Is that Gwen? But Gwen's so happy and alive, what's making her so sad? What's going to happen to her? There are others, lost in the jumble of your pain and confusion. A beautiful red-headed girl, you lose her. You always lose everyone. And in the end, there is only you. Old and alone. All of that despair, that's you. OMIGOD ... Spider-Man. Get away from the tendril. You can't help Fisk now. IT's okay. I got him. What, no? ... It's not possible. It's not anything's possible, you big idiot. You remember, you came to your senses a few minutes later, and the Sentry was standing over you, smiling.
Not bad for a beginner, he said.
But all the happy hero remarks in the world weren't going to replace the bite the Void had just taken from your soul. Void was nowhere to be seen once again. He'd been chased back into the night where he belonged. Once more, the forces of goodwill. That was the story in a nutshell, wasn't I? Tit. The Void was going to return over and over again, each time gaining in strength and confidence, until Tit became. It's pretty clear there was no getting rid of him, and now he's re-entered the eternal fray of good versus evil once more. Your body gives an imperceptible shudder that betrays your understanding of what this means for you all. This time he's going to finish the job. I know you felt it, Peter, when the Void touched you. You felt him creep inside and paint a big, black swath of fear over your heart. I think you're one of the few who understands now just what I have to endure. That dreadful feeling. ... It's something I've experienced. 1,000 times I don't think it's possible to get used to it. I've never found out what Void wants with us. I just know he's determined to consume us. I can feel his presence around and inside me always. The longer this goes on, the more I feel as though he and I are becoming intertwined. I'm the only one immune to his powers. That's why I have to assume such a responsibility to defeat the Void. The No. To save the entire world. Well, at least we won't be hearing from Fisk for a while. Don't count on IT, Rob. That barrel of lard's about as persistent as the Void when he puts his mind to IT, say. Listen, I was wondering something. You remember when I first met you? You knew my name, right? And today, you said that I was special or something. You ever gonna tell me WHY? You'll find out. You have a long way to go, son. One of these days. You're going to look in the mirror and see who you really are, and then you'll have caught up to me. I've been wondering something myself lately. Am I going about this the right way? What if I'm not using my resources correctly? Why hide behind a secret identity? That's why I want you to take a photograph of me, Peter. The people of the world need to know that they're safe, that I'm real. Rob, I don't know if I can do this. I mean, the lighting's bad. I'm not ready. Neither am I, son. Things are going to change drastically for me in the next few days. I'd imagine the media are going to go crazy on this. So will my wife, probably. Guess we're going to have to move out of our house and into the watchtower. What's the betting I'll be sleeping on the couch? You got that right here? Say cheese? Man, ... an honest-to-goodness snapshot of the Sentry. No one's ever been able to photo him so close. Jonah's gonna pay me a fortune for this one. As soon as you showed up with the photo, your life became official property of the Twilight Zone. The Bugle's phones went off the hook with requests for interviews. Jonah actually gave you a bear hug and called you son. Of course. He just wanted to pry the merchandising rights out of you. But you were savvy enough to keep them for yourself. Next thing you knew, it was on the front of every lunchbox and magazine cover in the world. People were using it to make toys, posters, you name it, and sending you royalties in return. Most amazing of all was how the photo came out. Despite the light being wrong and the setting so hastily arranged, you always wondered, how did IT look so perfect? Maybe you had nothing to do with it at all. Maybe IT was the Sentry, just wanting to make himself known. The rest is just a blur. Time magazine called the photo the most influential image of the decade. You remember attending the Pulitzers. You remember trying to get back to your other job, juggling all the attention you were getting with the business of bringing in the bad guys. You remember a really bad day in the city? A black shroud which covered the Sky Hulk, screaming, Sentry, missing. And after that, you don't remember anything at all. You'll never know what happened that day. The void came back. Spider-Man. ... Maybe no one ever will, but at least you'll have the photograph now, the fortunate it represents. The fame, the change in lifestyle for you and Aunt May and everyone you hold dear, you'll be able to write your own ticket if you survive. Unfortunately, there's that little matter of the end of the world to attend to first. Last time, you merely brushed against the void, and it almost lost you your soul. You keep telling yourself you're not afraid, but that's just the fear talking. Your fear, you're the future, but you'd give it all up in a second, if only you could forget the past.